There are ways in Vegas to scam these casinos legally, to hack the system, to save a ton of money on your Vegas stay. And in this video, we're going to go over the conventional and sometimes just wacky far out there ways that you can save a lot of money in this town and beat the system. My name is Steven. I've been a local in Vegas for 21 years. I worked on this exact strip all over the place for 12 years, and I've been making YouTube content for 6. And I've learned a thing or two that I want to share with you. So join me as I have a guard that's going to tell me that I'm not allowed. You want me to move, right?
Yeah, so I don't mean to interrupt, but it's just our policy to like have record our live stream on property. I'm sorry, I'm doing my job. So
I know, it's fine.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, let's. Okay. I'm Steven, and that was a guard over there that's walking away behind me, telling me that I'm not allowed to put a little tiny Pocket 3 camera up. But we're going to tell you all the ways that you can hack the system, and if you guys think it's a good video, you should subscribe. But we deal with that stuff, so gotta shut down. Let's do a walk and talk on the strip, and let's tell you all of these crazy ways that you can save some money out here. 1, 2, 3, and action. All right, so the first thing you guys got to know is how you guys can get room upgrades, oftentimes for as little as 20 bucks. Now, this ain't going to work if you are a younger person and you're just obsessed with checking in with apps, but this is an old conventional one. When you go to the hotel, you have to give them, what, 2 things, a credit card, maybe a debit card, and your photo ID. Now, if you're doing that, what you do is you slip a $20 bill or a $50 bill in between, slide it over to the human being, and that's why you got to do this with a person who's checking you in, and you ask simply, are there any available upgrades? This is kind of like universal for that person working at the front desk that wants to make a little extra cash, and they might look in their room inventory and just upgrade you somewhere, right? Just move you up into a nicer room. It really does work. It's worth trying, but no, you could be gambling 20 or 50 bucks. But if it pays off, it's actually even better than throwing money into a slot machine and winning something, because getting a much better room stay. The parking in Vegas has kind of gone off the rails recently. I mean, a lot of places, even if you're staying at the property, you got to pay for parking, which sounds excessive to me. But there are still 5 places where they either haven't caught on or they care more about your guest experience, where you can park for free. Those free parking places are permanent. That would be the Fashion Show Mall, where they just ran us off, but the parking is still free. You do have Treasure Island, where you can park for free all day long. Sahara and Circus. Now, in this summer of 2025, you can park for free over at Resorts World. You don't need any status, but that's going to end in September. But look, if you're driving your car, you have north and south spots, sort of, where you can park. The closest to the south spot you can get is the Pinball Hall of Fame. But if I were you, I wouldn't park there and walk. That's going to be a big walk to the strip, and it might make you incredibly tired. How could you drink hundreds of dollars of alcohol for 10 to 20 bucks? That's another question. So I want to tell you how you can get about $100 worth of drinks for just 10 or 15 or $20. And we had to transport ourselves into the Wynn right now, because that's where the magic of this happens. Even if you come to Vegas and you don't like to bet, you don't like to gamble, it's worth finding a spot in a high traffic part of the casino floor and sitting down and putting some money in the machine. I would just sit on my smartphone and do most of my stuff on my smartphone and start playing until you can see a cocktail server, paying mostly attention to my phone so I don't burn through too many bets. And when they come over, ask them if you can get a drink. And ask them for both a whiskey and a beer. I mean, they probably will bring it to you if they see you playing, right? And at the same time, when they come back, you make sure you tip them $2 or $3. They tip them $2 or $3, get your drinks, come on over again, tip her 2 or 3. Just wash, rinse, repeat, and see how fast your free drinks will add up. And it really does work. I mean, this is great to do even at low-limit casinos, but if you go to the higher-limit places, you could actually get some pretty fine alcohol for a really, really affordable price. And whereas most of the people out there watching this say that the casinos are scamming you, what if there was a part of town that was actually kind of scamming itself, over-offering on rewards and things? Wouldn't you go there? Well, let me tell you about Fremont Street as we transport ourselves back outside right now. All right, I'm out here at the Wynn Valet. Before we get to Fremont Street and how it's kind of scamming itself and you can take advantage, let's find out how much the valet at the Wynn costs to see if we can prove our point about free parking at the fashion show and argue that case.
Guest or?
If I want to just come to the hotel,
just
to park, yeah.
It's 40.
40 bucks for all day?
Well, if you come back.
Oh, you can have re-entry for $40.
No, I mean, you would have, if you could re-entry is another 40.
Another 40 bucks. Okay, cool. Thanks. So that's over here at the Wynn. So again, right across the street, Fashion Show Mall. Park at the Wynn, $40. Entry and exit, not accepted, $40 each time. Fashion Show Mall across the street, 10-minute walk, free. But only 41% of you will go down to Fremont Street. But get this, Fremont Street is actually scamming themselves on the hopes that you bring your friends and family back. You can go to Fremont Street and get a steak dinner for 10 or 20 bucks versus 50 to 60 on the Strip. You go downtown and have 94 to 96% payouts on slots versus the 89% that you find on Las Vegas Boulevard on all these giant casino properties on the Strip. You can go downtown and get a faster drink to comp ratio using the tip we just gave you about gambling slow and low and getting free drinks. And downtown Las Vegas, they're old fashioned. Fremont Street is where it's at. They're hoping that you get so much value on Fremont Street that you bring your friends back. And if you never do, they just scam themselves out of getting as much money out of you as they possibly could. But it's hot in Vegas. How can you scam yourself out of not paying $10 for a bottle of water? Well, that's easy. It's called the ABC Store. Before we tell you about the ABC Store, I'm not shy to ask you to subscribe to this channel. It is literally 107 degrees right now. It is hot, and we've been kicked out of our nice setup at the fashion show by a guard. So if you're getting any kind of value, subscribe to this channel. Let's get on to how the ABC Store can help you fight inflation on the Strip. And it's really simple. You just got to find one, and I know where all of them are. More escalators that don't work on Las Vegas Boulevard. My goodness, in this heat. The ABC Stores, home of cheap water, cheap beer, cheap everything, really. And you'll find these stores scattered throughout the Strip. Give you an idea, it's $1.75 for a 1 liter bottle of water at the ABC Store. 1 liter. You walk into Caesar's Palace, Wynn, Bellagio, the same bottle of water, I've been charged as much as $10 because of what they call surge pricing in 2025. You'll find the ABC Stores at the Fashion Show Mall. It's across the street from the Wynn. You'll find them also on the south end of the Strip. It is really hot. Sorry to pant into you. It's so embarrassing. You'll also find them over downtown on Fremont Street. So make sure you pop into the ABC Store. Maybe buy an extra bottle of water to give to a homeless person, or get 2 for $2.50. And also they have like $4 or $6 beers. It is really going to be your savior on the Strip when it comes to saving money. What's your name?
Nick the Dick.
Nick the Dick. Where are you from?
Oregon, Eugene, Oregon.
Okay, cool. We're doing a thing on ways to save money in Vegas that nobody knows. Do you have any ideas?
The $20 trick is helpful for me. I got a nice upgrade to a suite.
So it does work. That was my first tip.
It does, absolutely. I mean, it's not new, as you know. But,
yeah.
It works Planet Hollywood anyway. I went on a Costco run and bought beer and snacks before I came here, and then set myself up so I didn't even have to go to ABC or Walgreens or anything.
Right on. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Give me a fist bump.
Cheers,
there you
bro.
Go, man.
Yeah, love your channel.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. I appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Yep. So there you go, validating the $20 trick, and also ABC Store, but he jumped the queue and went to Costco. We got a tip that I don't even have in the video. Well, how about getting show tickets for practically nothing, as long as you have an open mind as to what kind of entertainment or show you're going to see? There's a hack for that. There's an old-fashioned and a new-fashioned way, and both ways work perfectly well. So most shows have a small amount of tickets in reserve. It doesn't matter if it's a world-class boxing match or if it's something as simple as a Cirque du Soleil show. So there's always ways to get these tickets, and one of the old-fashioned ways was to go to the box office right before showtime and see if there's any discount show tickets for that showtime. For example, the Cirque du Soleil show starts at 7:30. Go up to the actual Cirque du Soleil box office for that show and see if they have any cheap tickets. The other way to do it, the more 2025 way, would be to use StubHub or something similar. And just know that about an hour and a half before cutoff, people who have those show tickets that wanted to capitalize and cash in on them, yeah, they're going to lower their tickets tremendously. I have a friend who lives in California, does business in Vegas, and he has seen probably 100 Golden Knights games for $25 a ticket by simply waiting for an hour and a half before the game and buying the tickets cheap on the internet through StubHub.com. I don't have an official sponsor. I'm sponsored by you guys subscribing to this channel and watching these videos. Try it out for yourself and let me know in the comments below if you do the same method. So the next way to save money is a little known loophole that many casinos still operate under, and that's loyalty card hopping. And some people think that if you sign up for an MGM rewards card, you're just locked into all of the properties. But oftentimes casinos will allow you to sign up to casino-specific offers. And if this is the case, you should sign up to as many as you possibly can, especially if it's your first time here in town. It means that you're going to get special offers and discounts just for being a new member with them. If, for example, the resort, the Fontainebleau on the north end of the Strip, all winter long was giving you $15 in absolutely free slot play and free food and drink just for signing up for their loyalty plan. Now imagine you went all up and down the Strip on your first trip to Vegas, and every casino you stepped in, you asked if you could sign up for the loyalty program. And every single casino you went into gave you 10 or 15 bucks. It may not happen at every casino, but if it does, you're looking at a quick $100 to sample what the casino properties have, and to do it at no cost if you never wanted to gamble after that. Bonus tip, if you're a military service member or you've retired, God bless you, thank you for your service, and ask at these properties if they have a military discount program. Double down on that. Show them your ID every time and say, it's my birthday, as long as it's your birthday, and see if they have any birthday freebies for you too. So we've covered where to park for free on the Strip, but what if you decide you want to just travel for free without having to walk everywhere, but you don't want to pay for it? Well, the good news is that the south end of the Strip has you covered with a tram that runs from Mandalay Bay to the Excalibur, encompassing the Luxor in between, and another tram that'll take you from the Park MGM all the way up to the Bellagio, covering literally 50% of the entire Strip. But if that's not enough for you, what if I told you that there is a chance, albeit slight, to wipe the blight and the big #1 bully in Vegas, resort fees, off of your stay entirely? So how would you get your resort fee waived? And this one seems like you might be taking a long shot, but it's totally plausible. Resort fees, of course, we've explained in a previous video, which I'll put up in the top so you can click on it and watch it later, are, service fees for services that you may not use. The trick here is to argue your case confidently and be nice about it. Look, tell them you didn't use the local phone calls. Let them know the Wi-Fi was pretty darn slow. Let them know that you didn't actually tap into the pool, as long as that's the truth. And make an argument that, you didn't really have to use any of the services, so why should you have to use the fees, pay the fees? And ask for them to be reversed. I have heard people say that this can work. I've heard people say that it doesn't work, but it's important that you don't turn into a total Karen, because nobody likes Karens unless you're a nice lady named Karen watching my video, in case, which I hope, Karen, you do subscribe, right? So try it on the resort fees. Let us know how it works. I've heard it work in some cases, but it's not totally out of the possibility. But hopefully this video has shown you that it's not out of the possibility to get a great deal in Vegas, as long as you know some of the tips and tricks and hacks that can really add up and take your vacation dollars way down and save you a bunch of money. Speaking of getting great value, if you got great value out of this, go ahead and throw us a subscription to the channel. We make videos like this every week and do live streams to help you maximize your Vegas stays and understand how these corporate robber barons are caring more about profits over people and what you can do to fight back and understand the situation. And if you want to really get value out of us, go ahead to our Patreon. You can get your name in the credits of our videos, just like these amazing people right here, and extra content that we don't post anywhere else. Once again, my name is Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas video channel, and I'm not auditioning for a spot being an influencer for the casinos. I don't play slots where I seemingly always win all the time and you have to wonder if it's legit. I'm just one person with a camera telling you the truth. Till the next time we meet, I'll say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? Thanks for watching. You're the best part of my day. And 3, 2, 1, and click.